Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for those who are joining in with me today. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. For those who celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, I'm sorry I didn't get a message out to you yesterday. I am going to do a reading today, and I'm going to pull on some cards to see what the energy and the topic is going to be about. Before I do so, would like to say, thank you, calling my angels to protect me as I do this reading. My good archangel, I do ask that you protect me from any lurking energy that does not belong here, as well as I call on my ancestors, my guardian angels, divine, God, my deceased loved ones that watch over me. Guide me. If there's someone particular that needs to receive a message, I do ask that you guide them to my page so that they can receive the message that's for them today. So can promote love and light, healing, and transformation. That being said, let's get started. Okay, guardian angels, my angels. If you could tell me what our topic is going to be about today, one or two messages, and then we'll go from there. What are we going to read on today? Okay, what is the general energy for today, angels, that we need to touch on for the collective? I know with you guys, but I'm having a lot of interrupted sleep patterns these last couple of days. I just feel like the energy is being pulled and tugged a lot towards people feeling regretful of their past actions. That's been the energy, like our loved ones or the ones that we left behind, the people that we had to walk away from. I feel like it's a lot of regret and in what people are dealing with their karma. Okay. Do we not need to pull from this deck today? Oh, thank you. Okay, I was wondering. Inner conflict, as I was saying, I do feel like there is a lot of regret. Those who were people that we had to let go of, whether they were divine, masculine or feminine, or just high level soulmates, or just people that came into your life to teach you a lesson, twin flames, have you. I do feel like they are going through some inner conflict right now. They're having to look within. I do believe that they're feeling regretful for how they treated you, how they handled you when you came into their life. I don't feel like they recognize that you were a blessing to them and that you came to help them heal and deal with past traumas and different things. I do believe that they're going through a lot of conflict within themselves, with people around them, with who they want to be, where they want to go, what they want to do with their life. I also do feel that they were trying to portray or be someone to people please, more or less, be who they felt that they needed to be for the people around them, wearing masks. And I think that they're finally reaching that point now where they're ready to take that mask off, and it's something that they're having to deal with. They have been hiding parts of themselves that they didn't like and that they didn't think that other people would like. And now they're seeing how hiding behind a mask and not being their authentic self has caused them to be in a place in their life right now where they're just not happy. And they're ready to move forward to a higher level of awareness. They want to change things about themselves that they don't love. They've been holding on to false beliefs. They've been holding on to the way that maybe they were told to behave, or told, like, maybe, this person was told not to be emotional, not to be vulnerable. That's not manly. Maybe like their conditioning from being a child, and they're seeing how that has served them in their adulthood, and they're just not at peace, and they're in inner conflict with themselves. Okay. As well. So that's going to be our message today. Like I said, I felt the energy was, before I even pulled that card. So let's shuffle and just build off of that inner conflict. Yeah, if somebody definitely, I feel like, wants to come and apologize for the way they treated you. Um, I think that this person always did care for you, always, knew that you were meant to be in their life, but for some reason, maybe felt like you wouldn't have been accepted by their family and friends, or either because you made them face things about themselves and you made them require them to be authentic and not live behind that mask that they couldn't deal with you the way that they were able to deal with others. You brought that rawness out of them, and that, I think, scared them to an extent. But let's see what the cards say. Let's get a couple of shuffles in here. Okay, angels. What can you tell me about this inner conflict and for the collective and what the person on their mind is going through? Okay, what can you tell me? Oh, okay. Victory. Okay. See, we have victory out here, which I think that you have pulled on victory and you're heading towards that. We have fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel out here. Let's see. What else? Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh, three cards. Okay. Angel of Strength. And then we'll just get these out here and then we'll read on them. Third chakra, Archangel Shmuel. And first chakra. Okay, we're dealing with a lot of chakras out here. Michael Archangel. Okay. So let's get to reading on these. Okay, so with the victory in here, I do believe that at this time that you are being victorious because you have gone through and you have done some healing, based off the fact of what you've gone through with this person, collective. I think that this person has, betrayed you, hurt you, caused you to increase your self love. Okay. And now that you have been successful and you have done the work that you needed to do, you have achieved a greater outer success and you've done some deep inner changing. You could, at this time, you can feel a lightness about yourself. You feel yourself exerting a lot of effort inward and you have a sense of accomplishment. You triumphed over a lot of hurt, a lot of betrayal. You are going to be victorious now on every level, finances and love. You've now increased your self-love. You've done the healing work that this person has taken you through to heal. And this is, why I felt like it came into your life. And this is 28 that brings down to a 10, which, is the end of a cycle. So you have ended the cycle for the lesson that you had to learn by this person being in your life. The next thing out here with the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Um, Archangel Gabriel is one that we call on as a messenger of God. And with that being said, he brings clarity and wisdom. They aid writers and teachers and parents, who want to be parents, but they also help you to communicate your truth and receive divine messages from guidance and light. So, this has a lot to do with the throat chakra. And with that throat chakra, this is somebody I feel like that wants to come in and speak to you. This person dealing with the inner conflict, the person who you might not be in communication with, they do want to come and speak some truth to you now that they are receiving the truth from their higher guides and they're seeing the situation and they're seeing the role that you played in their life. They're wanting to come in and speak. They don't like the image that you have of them from the way that they treated you. And they realize that a lot of damage has been done and they never really intentionally, I want to say, set out to hurt you. They have had time to go in and think about how they showed up for you or how they failed to show up for you. And I think that they just never told you how they felt. And they want the opportunity to come in and speak that to you. With the angel of strength being out here, this is This person is trying to build up the courage to have this conversation with you. They're building up the strength to make this change, to come and talk to you. I think that they are afraid of being rejected, or afraid that, you might not be willing to hear them out. You may be a loss of trust. You might not trust what they're saying. They know they need to change. And with this being a 50 falling down to a 5, that is a sign of change, fast change. And this person is dealing, I believe, with some conflict in their life, conflict maybe with friends, family. They're trying to overcome challenges. They're dealing with loss, regret. They're feeling disappointed and abandoned by you because you walked away. And they want to come and they want to tell you how they feel. And I think this is something that this person didn't do in the past. I think that they withheld their feelings. They weren't vulnerable with you. They didn't tell you what you meant to them. And they just kind of let you believe whatever. This person may have shown up in a way that made you think that they don't care. And I do believe that they did. Okay. We have the third chakra archangel Shamil out here, and that is a bringer of love. Okay, he guides you in your search for purpose. He assists you in discovering what you seek, and he leads you towards inner peace. He brings clarity and enlightenment and helps you to find people. Your soul tribe. And with this being a solar chakra out here, the solar chakra is for self-esteem and transformation. It's your source of power. And so this person is trying to find their power, again, with their strength to come out there and speak. This person is trying to change. They're trying to transform to their higher self. And they're going to do that because it's a 37, which breaks down to a 10, which is again, oh, this is another 10, 10. Okay. Yeah. Which again is the end of completion. So this person is ready to do the work to change to their higher selves. We also have the first chakra archangel Michael out here. And Michael is the warrior god. We call upon him. We want to overcome difficult challenges and we want to fight them head on. He comes in, he provides strength and protection and courage. He helps us relieve and release fear and doubt. So he's who we call on when we have difficult, battles that we're dealing with, that they needs to be defeated. And that is our root chakra. And that is, associated with our birth, stability, survival. And I think that this person, as I speak about the person that you let go of, when I talk about like how they're in a conflict and then they talk about their childhood and different things, I think that this person was not in a place to really receive love from you and deal with receiving love and reciprocate that to you. I think that this is a person who may have had a lot of loss in their life, a lot of hurt, and they've learned to just be on survival mode, to not be vulnerable, to not express their feelings, afraid of getting hurt. And they live on survival mode to the point where it has conditioned them to just not really be happy. What do we have here? Storm warning. Okay, so this person, this is like for me, speaks of a tower moment. So this card is saying, and it's a 10 as well. So we have 10, 10, 10 out here. Something's going to come through in this person's life and destroy the foundation of that they've been building on, that they've been building their family on, their business, their finances, because it's time for a change. And Spirit is letting them know that there's another path for you that we want you to go on, and the path that you have been building on, has faulty endings, is faulty, and it's time to, this person needs to start over. Get the Spirit's trying to get them on the right life and the right path. In order to do that, I think that this person actually had intuitive hits that change was coming, and they didn't do the necessary work in the change, and that was why you came in their life. And they didn't do what they're supposed to do. So now the universe is going to go in and destroy things that they've been trying to build on faulty foundations so that they can start them over on a new life, a new path for where they are. This person has a mission, has a job to do, a soul contract that they're supposed to fulfill that they haven't been fulfilling. appreciation. This person, this is a 15. So 15th is the devil. You know, it deals with temptation, self-destructive patterns, envy, and this person did not appreciate you. Okay. And this came after up under the fifth chakra, Gabriel, which again, you know, I told you Gabriel is like the messenger of God who you call upon to communicate the divine messages and guidance. And I think that Gabriel is divine, showing this person, you know, that they should have appreciated you, but instead of appreciating you and just come out of the storm warning, this person was in their devil like mentality. You know, they wanted to party, go out there. This could have been a player, deal with other people instead of love, and they just did not appreciate you. But now that this person has had time to actually reflect on the inner battles that they're going through and how things are, you know, falling apart in their life right now, this person is starting to, when they think about you, you do bring happy moments for them. You know, they enjoy the scent, the beauty um, that comes with you. This could be someone who's worried that they, you know, might get caught up in the difficult branches, you know, instead, but they need to pause and just think about their choices. They need to think about the things that they are grateful for. Um, yeah, it's a lot of weeds around this person. So this person is caught up in a lot of things right now. They didn't appreciate the beauty that was in you. What else, Spirit? What else is there? This person who wants to speak. And we will give them an opportunity before this reading is over with to see what they would like to say. Thank you. What they would like to say to you. Opportunity to speak. Contract came in the reverse. You can see that. It's a six. So, you know, six, it's a lovers, the partnership choices. So this person with this contract coming in reverse, this is somebody who, again, I felt like they were guided to come into your life and you guys supposed to do something together and they did not. Um, they're ending a previous connection where a future commitment is concerned, and this could cause delays, perhaps even possible disappointment. So this is somebody who they're losing contracts, they're losing deals, relationships around them are falling apart. This could be with their marriage. If someone was trying to start a business, that's going to fall through. If they had a job offer that they thought they were going to get, the job is going to be removed from them. Their romantic, any new romantic offers that they receive or try to get in or try to build with, they're going to be stalled. This person is, you know, everything is delayed. Their money is delayed. If they're trying to buy a house, that's going to be held up. That's going to be delayed. Breakups in relationships. This person, they could use your energy right now. Okay, this person is feeling desperate. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why they're having all these delays. But again, this is coming after the storm warning and this appreciation that it didn't have for you. In this inner conflict, you know, this person, they put other things ahead of you. And you were the divine gift to this person, the love that God was offering to them to help them to heal the things that they've gone through. And because they didn't go in and do the work on themselves to heal past hurts, betrayals, and broken hearts, past traumas, because they didn't do that, and because they didn't appreciate you, and because they treated you in a way that you didn't deserve to be treated, you know, the divine universe is taking these things away from them. They're stalling them. They're getting, I want to say, like a justice, you know, karma, deceit. This person deceived you. They were deceived by their friends, their family. Also have out here the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, which Raphael is the healer of the gods. You call upon him when you need healing, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally. He can repair your well-being and your relationships. Okay, so this person might be going through a lot of mental conflict right now, which, you know, we did have the inner conflict out here. They could be going through a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, inner conflicts. This is the heart chakra out here. So this person does not have balance in their relationship. They're not receiving compassion or the love they're trying to find in these other relationships that they had with you that they did not appreciate. They're realizing that the people that they did get with deceived them. They know that they deceived you, and this is somebody who's realizing they made a mistake and they chose wrong, so to speak. Well, not so to speak, hell, that's what it is. They chose wrong. They had you, they didn't appreciate you, and they fell for the illusions with the deceit and being like a double card out here. They fell for that, and this person was hiding behind the curtain. Um, Dealing because they didn't want to deal with their personal issues. This is somebody who was more than likely spreading rumors, disrespecting you to others. It could be business matters where details are being hidden or manipulated. This person was supposed to be trying to manipulate you, that they were being manipulated and they weren't even aware of it. I believe this person talked about you, hid how they really felt about you, didn't want people to know how they really felt about you. This is somebody who was more concerned about material things, money, goods, and those things were more important to them and their friends than you were. They didn't understand the deeper meaning of love, and so now their happiness. Um, they put all of that above their happiness, and the universe is sending a message to let them know that their energy of self deceit. They deceive themselves when they hurt you. They deceive themselves. Okay, so let's get a different set of cards out here. I do want to get some holy women love oracle cards out here so that we can see, because there is obviously this person's going through a lot. Their chakra is really out of balance because we do have a lot of chakra cards coming out here. So the angels are really trying to help this person. Their spirit guides are really trying to help them to do some healing. And I will put some angel cards as well. But the spirit guides are really trying to get them in balance to line up their chakras. And this person needs a lot of healing. A lot of healing needs to be done. I think this person is really experiencing a lot and they're going through a lot right now. Some of it could be the karma. A lot of it could be the karma for how they treated you. You came into their life to help them heal. They didn't get on a job. And when you don't do what divine is asking you to do, one way or the other, it's going to be done. So it's best basically to just go along, do the work when you're being asked to on your own. Because if he has to come in and tear things down to get you where he needs you to go, it's not going to be pretty at that point. It's not going to be pretty. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. These are twin flame message cards because I do believe that this is your twin flame with all this healing out here that needs to be done. You were victorious. You did heal. They did not. So they're kind of behind the gate, like a runner chaser. They're behind the gate now with doing the work and they're trying to get caught up. They're trying to come into balance now. They do still have people to remove from their lives. People are being removed. A lot of conflict is going on, inner and outer. And they're starting to see, the consequences of their actions. So let's see. What do we have on here? Angels, give us a message from the wisdom. Thank you. Here we have. What the two of you have is a gift. Don't waste it. Yeah, like I said, this is twin flame. This person, you were a gift to this person, and this person did not appreciate you, and it's letting them know that, whatever love that they still feel, because twin flames never really go away. You heal. You don't always come back into union, but you do heal, and it's letting them know, like, don't waste this gift. Do the work. Do the healing that you need to do to see if you guys can come back into union. Don't let it just go. You will both move towards each other one step at a time, then faster and faster. A hug will let the pain and fear subside. This person, like I said, wanted to come to you and talk to you with the throat chakra out here, but they're gaining strength because they don't want to be rejected. And this person may start to realize that you were a person to help them heal when they're feeling conflict, when they're in pain, when they're hurting. You gave them a sense of peace, and you did make them feel better, when they were going through stuff. And you would know this if you realized that there was a point in time where maybe this person would sometimes ghost you, and like then you would hear from this person all of a sudden, and you can tell, okay, I might not hear from you, then I hear from you, and in 2 or 3 weeks might not hear from you anymore. Then this person realized that when they were going through difficult problems or things were not going well in their life, that you were always there to be a form of support for them and to heal them. And this person doesn't have you now, and they're dealing with a lot. And so, like, if this person really could just come out of no contact, could just talk to you, see you, hear your voice, it really would make them feel better. And I think that these are all things that they're probably starting to see, that they were blinded by or didn't pay attention to the first time. Heal your heart, heal your soul. Only then you'll activate this warmth and light within you. Don't cling to anything or anyone. Don't cling to memories, dreams, or hopes. Listen to your heart, and the light will come to you all by itself. So, what this person needs to do is heal their heart. Again, the chakra, heart chakra out here. They need to just really go into solitude. They need to not hang out, not use substance to try to cope, to deal, or hide, or mask. They need to just look within, and do the healing. Get past the hurt or past traumas or whatever they've been through. They just need to do the inner work and stop looking for outside sources or outside things to come in and mask that. You can be proud of yourself. You've been so tough. Open your heart, even if you've been hurt in the past. Let others into your life and the love that belongs to you. They won't take anything from you. This, I believe, is for you, actually, because you've been through so much that you may be guarded now. You might be like a queen of swords and be ready to not allow love in or stand your ground and have your boundaries, which you should. But this is a card I believe is for you to let you know that, hey, don't let this past hurt keep you from letting other people share in your life and sharing your love. Welcome them in. Welcome to love. There is a great love for you. Just because this one didn't turn out like it was supposed to does not mean that love is not there for you. Okay? Love is there for you. So let's pull a few angel cards and see what the angels have to say. Then we'll get a few loving messages, and then maybe we'll try to get some timing cards in here to see when you're going to hear from this person, because this person does want to come out and speak to you and say something to you and tell you how they feel. So we'll see if we can get us some timing cards to find out when you may hear from the person that's on your mind. Okay. Angels, what do we have to say? What do you have to say about this person on the collective mind, their twin flame, their higher soul? What do we have to say? Okay. One more time. Thank you. Thank you. Abundance. You are walking into your abundance. You are going to be very abundant with money, finances, because again, you've done the healing work. You are going to reach a level of success, something that you are doing, whether it is spiritual or not, whether it's business or something, or it's a part of your life is just taking on a new direction. And you have a lot of things that you could be grateful for. And this is just a reminder to, don't let anything wear you down. Don't work too hard. Just take your time and enjoy the peace in life. And, you are on the right road, on the right path. And don't have any reservations about that. Everything is going to work out beautifully, and you are going to be successful in whatever it is that you're doing. I think that this person, when you were going through, whatever you're going through with this person, you lost a little bit of yourself. You were overgiving, overloving, and you lost yourself in that relationship. And now that you've healed and you've come out of that, you've gone back to who you were. And Spirit is going to bless you for that. Okay? Listen to your intuition. and get more information. Okay, so listen to your intuition. They are guiding you to where they want you to go. And if you have questions about, like, if this person does reach out to contact you, and you feel like you're torn of the directions of what to do or what to say or how to move forward, you know, listen to calling your spirit guides. Listen, they're there. They're there to guide you. They're there to help you. Just listen to them. They are intuitively speaking to you on a daily. Pay attention to animals, birds, butterflies, times, songs, things that are repeating themselves to you, because they are speaking to you and they are getting messages to you. And as far as this get more information, um, if you have something a situation that you feel like you don't really have a clear answer on, um, approach those, with knowledge. Ask advice, ask your friends, ask your family, ask, your spirit guides. Do your research, read books, take classes, seminars. If it's something that you're trying to look into starting, get more information on it. Don't just, run with it with your first instinct. Kind of take a second. Even if this person has come back into your life and I feel like they do want to come back and say they're sorry and they want a second chance or a third, fourth, fifth chance. Don't just give an answer from the top of your head at that moment. Um, get some information. See if they change. See if they've done the work. See if they healed, or see if they're the same old person. Spirit took a lot. They really reached out to you intuitively, told you that you need to move, get on the right path, leave the situation alone. It wasn't beneficial to you at the time. It was causing you too much heartache and pain. So you've listened, you've done the work, you've done the healing. Don't backslide, don't go backwards. So don't just, don't just be hard over head of mind. Let's see if we can get some time cards. Spirit, when will the collective hear from the person on their mind? When will the collective hear from? Thank you. 3 months from now. So summertime. Um, let's see what else. Let's see, we got that. Time will bring a surprise. During that time, this person, may gift you with a surprise as well. They do want to come out and speak to you. They probably do want to bring something. I don't know if any of you guys have a birthday during the summertime. 4th of July is during the summertime. They might want to give you a gift or take you out to eat or take you on a date, when they ask you to meet with them. Okay. And then this came out in reverse. It's the wrong time. So, and this is in reverse. So that is the right time. So 3 months is the right time that you will hear from this person. Okay. So I hope that this has brought you some clarity. Again, this is somebody who has to do a lot of healing. They are regretful. To wrap up, they're dealing, with how they treated you, how they fumbled the connection with you. They are dealing with a lot of inner conflict from that, a lot of loss, a lot of grief. They're having a lot of losses in their life right now. Friends, family, businesses, financial. They were deceived. They realized they deceived you. They deceived themselves and they deceived you. The angels are trying to promote healing with them, but until this person does the healing work, they're not. They're just not. It wouldn't be a healthy relationship for you at this point if you allow them to come back in. Okay, but you will hear from them within 3 months from now. And they will like to bring you something, maybe some flowers or just a little token or something, just like an apology, a peace offering gift. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Until later.